Okay. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me loud and clear? I decided to put on some background music because, you know, there's not really any audio besides ambience, so. Alright. Hello, everybody. So, yeah, Barbary Island consists of around 174 new species in total. Now, I already see a couple on the beach right here. We got the goblin. Yes, there are different races in this now. The goblin is just one of them. It's the most basic. They're pretty easy to kill and all that. They pretty much do nothing more than cause trouble for you, basically. With the TLC, I got mixed feelings about the TLC. Because, on one hand, a lot of stuff with it is very sexy. I'm not gonna lie. Like the RG, for instance, love it. Easily my favorite TLC creature. But on the other hand, there were many creatures that didn't really need it. Like the T-Rex, the direwolf, the Triceratops, the Raptor. All of them were already pretty damn... Oh, and the RG too, definitely. All of them were pretty damn useful before it, so I don't understand why they need to improve. Alright, that's good to know, Shadowless, thank you. Let me see here. A mod Dilo I'm going to get rid of at some point. So, let's go across the ocean over here and see what else we can find on the beach. Yeah, they're meant to annoy the player, basically. They aren't an actual threat per se, but they are hella annoying. Let's see here. The TLC Triceratops does look a lot cooler though. It looks like it's got some actual weight to it, you know? Let's see what else is here. Some dodo birds. A turtle. Oh, here we go. Here's a couple. Here's a new species, which you couldn't really tell unless you paid special attention. But this, the dodo, it's very, well, they're very, very simple creatures. They're the same as dodos, except they're quite a bit larger and got some ornamental feathers on them, on their tail and head. So, there we go, before they got eaten. Alright, there's something going on in the mountains up there. Let's see, let's make our way back. Let's see what else is around. There's a bulb dog. There's going to be aberration creatures on Barbary Island, not just scorched earth and normal creatures like what Ragnarok usually offers. There's a roll rat there. A giant monitor lizard fighting some mod Pteranodons. The mod Pteranodons are going to be removed later, but the lizard's still going to be here. Crazy. You know what? Hold on. Does Godzilla lie to me here? Because Zilla specifically told me this creature didn't spawn in yet. And he also lied to me about where the Macrochenia spawns, but that's besides the point. So here we got two different modded creatures. One is the Nightmare Pegasus, who's just chilling around. It's a flyer. And it's aggressive, so you gotta be careful with them around. And then behind it is the Deinonychus Canis, which is a hybrid. It's a part of the Jurassic Park mod. It does seem to be bugged right now, because it's not really doing any damage. So, Deinonychus Canis. It's a hybrid between a Deinonychus and a direwolf. Oh, and over here we got something else. The Atrociraptor. These guys function similar to Dilos, except they don't have a range attack like the Dilos do, but they are just in general more powerful and work better as like hordes. And they don't bother you either. They aren't really aggressive like the Dilos unless you like go right up to them or something. Here's another one. Some modded para, some modded trikes. They're going to be removed. We'll go up into the mountains a bit later down the line. What's this? Okay, another turtle. Some Pteranodons. A glow bug. Alright, now we're back here. Did anything new spawn since we were last here? No, not quite. Okay. What about over here? Oh, here we go. We can get a good look at the giant monitor lizards now. Yeah, these guys are relatively common, per se. They aren't really rare. Like some of the bigger beach predators, but they do hang around, and you gotta be careful. They're similar in strength, like, around a Carno and T-Rex, in terms of strike level, so you gotta be careful. And here we got the Atrociraptor. One of the very first mounts you can get on the island. They're peaceful raptors. They don't bother you, because they eat fish, basically. And you feed them fish to tame them and stuff. Yeah, they're a little bit dirt, but it's fine. They're also kind of unique in that they don't really attack with their mouth. They attack with their claws, and we got our first big predator over here. This guy came down to the beach from the mountains up there. The Pteranodon. These guys are a fairly mid-rounder carnivore, and they are big and strong. And here we have a lizard that got wrecked by Triceratops horridus, which is different from the regular Triceratops in that it's a pure breed. It's not a hybrid like the regular Triceratops in ARK are. How does this guy fare against them? That's what I'm wondering. Because don't underestimate these trikes. They are powerful. I'm gonna give myself some space because the Karchar is loud. God damn. Rip. There he goes. Well, I'm stuck in a hole now, but I guess they are okay with that. Yeah, these guys are strong. They pretty much rule the beaches, and you gotta be careful around them. Because regular trikes, they don't really have like a unique group structure or anything. They just sort of hang around with each other, and they don't really care that you're there. They mind their own business. But these guys are very short-tempered and live in very organized groups, so you gotta be careful with them. That's why they got a pack bonus like direwolves do, so you gotta be careful with them. Okay, so we got a Pelagornis there. Dodos, Dilos. Another lizard. A roll rat that just dug underground. A Carapacian. These guys are another dangerous critter that you gotta watch out for. They aren't really fast, and they have like they don't really aggro that much, but don't piss them off because they are heavily armored. Like, I remember watching two Rexes chew on this thing for like 5 minutes and still didn't die. It was insane. Gotta watch out for them. Alright, SCP, welcome, man. Is the sound in sync, by the way? I want to make sure that. Like, let me walk up to this turtle. You want to know, it's not a very good indicator, is it? Well, you'll know it. You'll notice it, probably. Another Carapacian. So now let's go into the ocean, I suppose. That's the drop-off point. Let's see what we can find out here. Now, for the most part, Ragnarok spawns are broken, so there's only a few select areas where modded creatures actually do spawn. And yeah, you can see the crystal deposits from up here, which is pretty cool. Let's see. I think we're reaching the end. I think we're reaching our destination because I can see like sort of like a border thing coming up right now. Okay, should be hitting it any second now. Yeah, there we go. There's a first world border, and now I gotta hit the other corner. Right, you know what? In general around here, I think this is fine. Let's see. Okay, here we go. This is the area, this little plateau area before it ships off into the deep sea. This is where the mod stuff spawns. We also got regular stuff like megalodons hanging around. Manta rays. It's been pretty good SCP. Some coelacanths. Oh, we got a Liopleurodon here. And a Carcanos, or a giant crab rather. I prefer to call these guys giant crabs instead of Carcanos. Simply because that's literally what they are, the giant crabs. Why should I call them by some other name? We got some great white sharks over here. These guys technically are dangerous, but they only really are if you get close to them. For the most part, they mind their own business. If there's anything dead in the water, though, they will track that thing down for miles. That's something that's in their AI and stuff. And that's a good way, that'd be a good way to track them. Is you get in a boat, plop some, get a dead dodo in the water, and these guys will come up and eat it. It's a good way to, like, get them to come to you in a sense. I want Carno and Packy too. They've been absolutely neglected, and they needed it the most from the beginning. Okay. Let's move on. Okay, another Carcanos. Another giant crab. Gotta stop doing that. Another crab. Megalodon. Another crab. Okay, so we got some great hammerhead sharks. These guys are similar to the great whites, except that they aren't aggressive at all, and you passive feed them to tame them instead of knocking them out. They're the nice sharks of the sea. They're the nice sharks. More Liopleurodon. Well, are these Liopleurodon? This is a Plesiopleurodon, okay. This is something different because there's no sparkles. Unlike the regular Liopleurodon, these guys are big and aggressive. And Shadlos, that's something I do not know, because I know you're the one who made this mod. Do they attack rafts in wild, or is it just a tame thing they can do? Because I know when tame, these guys have the ability to destroy rafts, so. You hear a ping pong ball because my cat's playing with it in the background, don't mind it. Oh, okay, it's a tame thing. Oh, here we go. We got some special ones over here. Eastman Osteus. Now, these guys, they're close relative to the Dunkley Osteus, hence the similar face shape. However, what is cool about these guys, they're pretty slow. They're pretty nonchalant. They mind their own business. Except that these guys, you have to passive tame them. And they got a very, very strong bite, so you gotta be careful. And let me see, there's something else about them. They glow in the dark, as you can see here. They're sort of like a deep sea fish. It's amazing. Okay, there's a megalodon up above us, I'm assuming, yeah. See a bunch of giant crabs, but no other, like, deep-sea foragers. Oh, a helicoprion. Found one of them. These guys are very similar to the megalodon. There's not really much difference from them, but they're still pretty cool. I love their textures. The model in general is amazing. figure it should be easy to tell, because there is a different species of crab wandering around here called the steel claw carcanos. And they're essentially a much bigger deep-sea version of these guys. So I'm wondering if I'll find one of those or not. I think I should be able to tell from the crowd, because they are much bigger than their regular counterparts. That's a regular Leopleurodon. Okay, so I just gotta hang out around here until it breaks off again, pretty much. Making sure I don't lose my way. Oh, here we go. Here's another spot. We got some mermaids in here. They're one of the first aquatic tames you can get. Because they're really a passive tame and they got no limit, so you can just do whatever you want with them. More Plesiopleurodon, Leopleurodon. More crabs. Crabs are everywhere. More great white sharks. Another Helicoprion. Another crab. Oh, a Plesiopleurodon there. Let's see, I think we reached the end of that, but I know that there is another small area over by the swamp where the ocean creatures dwell. So I'm curious as to where that is. Let me start heading towards the swamp. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's dive down a bit. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Found it. There's some crabs. There's more Helicoprion. Another Plesiopleurodon over there. Oh, a Parasaurolophus. Hello there. To be honest, while they do live down here, I didn't really expect to find one because they're pretty rare. And did your head really get stuck in a rock, dude? Come on. Let me try to speed him up to get him out of there. Yeah, here we go. They're a big species of ocean-dwelling caiman, basically. This is the king of the sea, right here. Step aside, Mosasaurus. This guy's big and powerful. Okay, more Helicoprion. No, more mermaids. More hammerheads. Alright, I guess we reached the end of the line. I don't know if you know this, but I think Jurassic World Alive is trash. Complete and utter trash. I had somebody in my streams joke about, or, well, ask me about... Oh, here we go. Hold on. I'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, here's what I was talking about. The steel claw carcanos. Much bigger than the regular giant crab, and also it has managed to, like, have oil congregate around its legs because it lives in the ocean for so long. It's essentially similar to the regular giant crab, except that it's bigger, more powerful, very durable, but much slower, basically. And they're much harder to get. Do elite stick these even spawn Ragnarok? Yes, they do. but they're normally found in more shallower areas, not out in the open sea like these guys. But yeah, essentially around a year ago, I had somebody bring up the actual idea of it, like a Pokemon Go with dinosaurs, and they legitimately said it was the stupidest idea I've ever heard. I mean, I think inherently it could be a neat concept, but this is Ludia, okay? They'll find some way to fuck it up. I know them. Alright, so we had enough of the ocean. Let's go to land. And let me lower this, I think. There we go. Okay. Heading to the swamp now. I'm just gonna have this on standby. Just gonna have that on standby. Because the aberration mod I have right now, it's gonna get replaced very soon, but it's got a lot of problems. One of the most notable ones being an overspawning of basilisks in the swamp region. So, yeah, we won't judge you. If you like it, that's completely fine. I'm not gonna hate on you or nothing. If you like it, you like it. Alright, so this is the cockatrice. It's a medium range tame about. It's not really that powerful, but it can be pretty strong because it's got like venomous abilities, such as it can spit poison acid balls like the poison wyvern. So gotta be careful around them. So what else is around here? I never usually look in this type of area. And yeah, there's ghost dinosaurs. That's just to help out with spawns, okay? Alright, so here's a couple of basilisks. They're not really over spawning just yet, even though they still are kind of ridiculous right now. Yeah, here we go. This is where it gets ridiculous. Destroy all. There we go. Let's see what else is around here. Okay, some Beasley Bufo, some Tinaboa, some crabs. Does the cockatrice have a... no, it can't turn people to stone or anything. Oh, Noxalia. These guys are one of the top predators of the swamp. And they're kind of neat, because unlike Spinosaurus, which are piscivores, they eat fish. These guys don't go after the fish. They go after the things that go after the fish. They hunt land animals but hang around by the water. These guys are getting torn apart by Dimorphodons right now. Damn, they're getting flung though. What's this guy after? I don't think he's after the crab. I think he's after the Dimorphodon. I think. What even are you doing? Oh, there we go. Oh, I think he's after the crab. Or not. What is he after? I'm curious. Or he's just gonna go for a swim. Okay, then. Alright, here's another one over here. He's... oh, he's killing a Tinaboa right now. Oop, wrecked. Here's a Sarcosuchus over here, just hanging out. Beasley Bufo. Sarco. Here we go. We also have something else here. This is one of the top predators of the swamp. The soldier bug. I don't know what he's doing all the way out here in the water. He's a terrestrial predator. But he's very, very strong. I don't expect this crab to survive long, honestly. The TLCs in general I'm pretty mixed about. I won't go into detail about it because I really think it's a waste of time. Okay, never mind. This crab's holding on for a little bit. Alright, see ya, SCP. Yep, rip. Rip. Ditto. More soldier bugs on the land. This is where they typically hang out. Got Parasaurolophus running around, some Dimetrodon. Another crab. Here's another mod critter. The giant stag beetle. These guys are herbivores. If you don't bother them, they don't bother you. But they are really powerful tanks. Like, you see this fight going on right here? This is probably going to happen until both of them die, because giant stag beetles do not die at all. This crab's going to try, but it's going to fail. Not going to stick around because I know how it's going to end. Here's another one getting harassed. What else is around here? More crabs, another Sarco, some Dimorphodons. Another Dimetrodon, a couple of Dimetrodons actually. What else? Is there anything else around here? Aside from overspawning basilisks. Another Oxalia, another crab in the background. Phiomia. Soldier bug. Frog. Jesus Christ. What are these ghost-looking things? They are essentially ghost dinosaurs. They're not really meant to be like a main thing of this mod pack. They're just more of something that I can use to translate spawns better. Because sometimes mods accidentally remove creatures from spawning or not. So I just want to make sure I got some on standby, so I don't have to worry about doing more complex things later. Like, if on a server, I can replace these ghost frogs with like Caprasuchus, because there's no Caprasuchus in right now because the mods borked that. It's a bug. Shadowlos is coming out with an actual aberration port mod that isn't broken, so that means that all the aberration creatures will change, basically. Where they live, anyway. Alright, so let's head back towards Viking Bay, I think. And take a look up at the mountains and the rivers. No, I think one thing they don't really tell you is that Parasaurolophus lived in a lot of places. They lived all over Asia and Europe, I'm pretty sure. Well, in general Asia, I think. All over it. Whether it be the deserts, the forests, the plains. They lived all over. I'm sure swamp isn't that out of the ordinary. Nice waterfall. Oh, these are Xenoceratops. They got the new... They didn't get the remodel, I think, but they got the new animations. They're essentially a smaller and angrier relative of Triceratops. The main way you could tell them apart, if not for their size, is the fact that their nose horn is pretty suppressed. And they got two giant horns sticking out the back of their frill. Alright, time to head into the mountains. Let's see what we can find here. Okay, so mod Sabertooth. That's going to be removed. Let's see. There's some raptors. Here's the new TLC raptors. To be honest, I can't really tell much of a difference, aside from the better head. So, get to raptors. You know what? Let me start over here, because this area is much better, usually. We got Therizinosaurus, some Parasaurolophus, Triceratops. Oh, Graviorex. What's he after? Oh, a harpy. Oh, yeah, but just started a fight with the entire family. Yeah, this thing is pretty mental. It's an absolute juggernaut. It can fly, technically, with those wings. But with its iron dense body, it really doesn't want to. It just prefers to stay on the ground and beat shit up. It's an absolute tank. Oh, there's a harpy. Yeah, you better run, harpy. Yeah, you better run. Now let me see. There's also a rock drakes. Here we go. Hey, Beef Burger Gaming. Welcome. Oh, hold on, I noticed something flying up ahead. See, we have a pterodactyl fighting a family of harpies. Oh, we got one. I wonder who will win this, actually. Pterodactyls start a lot of shit with the other flying residents of the mountains, so I'm curious as to whether or not he'll die. So let me see, it started off with 5 harpy. One of them got killed already. Thanks, Beef. Appreciate it. Jeez, we're going up high. Oh, 2 of them down 1 hit. God damn. Okay, only 2 left. Oh, there's another one down. Only 1 left. I think it comes down more to air agility than actual power. Because harpies can really mess something up if they can get a hold of it. But this guy's too quick. Oh, there we go. There we go, down to earth. And yeah, he's just gonna hang out high in the sky now, because there's no incentive for him to come back on the ground. So let's head back down to the mountains. See, we got another race besides the goblins. The Gelogarians. They're a group of dragon people, essentially. They mind their own business, you can passive feed them. And various races on the island, such as the Galagarians, have tamed their own animals and domesticated them. So over here we got the Galagarian direwolf. They're bigger and much more powerful than the regular direwolves, but they're slower, basically. And they're friendlier too, because, you know, they're domesticated. They don't really want them going around killing people. So, there you go. Ankylosaurus, Dedicurus. Here's something else over here. Or a Seeker. So this is a species that's a bit different from the regular Seeker. Much larger, obviously. Absolutely huge. But the thing is, instead of feeding on charge, like the regular ones do, these guys feed on, like, light mana and aura. Which is another source of energy that comes from these guys, the Divines. Which are another race on the island. These guys aren't domesticated or anything, they just sort of follow the Divines around to feed off their energy and stuff. Passively, really. Parasites. And then over here we got the Haruku. Yeah, they're friendlier. The Galagarian direwolves. Oh, and the Aura Seekers? Yeah, unless you attack them or the Divines they feed on, they're not going to bother you, basically. Anki doesn't need a TLC, it's perfectly fine. And then over here we got the Haruku, which is a small species of dragon that's on the island. They're one of the earlier flying mounts, so you can get these guys before the Pteranodon. And they're friendly. They don't bother you. And you have to passive feed them in order to tame them. So, there we go. Okay. So let me see, here's another shot of the Aura Seeker over here. We got a Reaper over here, who is diving into the mountain. And then over here we got the Fire Elemental. This guy's different from the Phoenix because, well, on this island the Phoenix is nomadic really. They don't really have a set territory. They just sort of go, they sort of just fly around wherever like the Quetzal does. But these guys live up in the mountains. The volcanic regions, stuff like that. And then like the Phoenix, which is just a bird with like fire abilities, this guy's literally just a being of fire. He's made up entirely of fire. Pretty cool. And I keep hearing something around, but I don't know what it is. And I saw an Argent, I think, but I don't know where now. Another Haruku or a Seeker. Oh, and Parasaurolophus, smaller relative of the Titanosaur, and it's being hunted by a Goliath. Yeah, I have a feeling this fight's gonna go on forever, so I'm just gonna leave the two to it. Another rock drake over here. Let's take a look at the water now, I suppose. We looked at the surrounding area. Is this a creator somebody can link me? Are you on the Discord, Zandio Wolf? Oh, Dinosuchus. Hello there. These guys are found in the swamps and the rivers, although they're generally quite rare. Probably the most beautiful individual creature made for this game. Well, on this island anyway, basically. Then go to the ARK server and look at the pins. The list of all the different creatures is in there. And over here we got the Dralion. They're a type of terrestrial dragon. Oh, is the Dinosuchus gonna fight it? I'm curious. But yeah, these guys are found everywhere, and they're generally top predators wherever they go. So I'm wondering how this will go. I'm gonna not stop talking. Yeah, I kind of expected that, to be fair. Drowlians are really strong. But yeah, these guys are found all over the place, so expect to see them. For pop up every now and then. These guys are found in the mountains, they're found in the redwoods, they're found in the tundra, the deserts, they're found everywhere. And yeah, forget what I said about them not flying. Apparently they do. So let's see what's in the water. Oh, there's a second Deinosuchus. Okay, so we got another one to replace that one. Fair enough. What else in the water? Oh, Stetacanthus. The anvil shark. I wonder if these two are gonna do it. Nah, the Deinosuchus is gonna go on land. That's fine. These guys are found both in the ocean and in rivers, so this guy just swimming around. Where is this guy? Okay, he's flying overhead. Okay, so we got another crab. One of the things it's hunting right now is the Rapaima. These guys are a very early game fish you can tame, and they are absolute tanks. Nothing can really... Spinosaurus is the only creature that can actually hunt these things. Everything else... They don't even react, because it's not even significant damage. And when they do, they sort of like do it half-heartedly. They don't really do that much damage either. Oh, the Stetacanthus is trying. But yeah, it's not working. Yeah, these fish get big. They have heavily armored bodies, so they don't really care about the attacks. Oh, the Spinosaurus is coming now. That's our one true predator in the rivers. Spinosaurus. Oh, here we go. Yep. Rapaima decimated now. The Stetacanthus got out of there. He ran. Or swam away, rather. So we got some more jungle wildlife here. We got Diplodocus, a Utahraptor. No, that go to the Wells catfish. They're second place, though. Third, actually. Biggest freshwater fish. It's the Rapaima, the Wells catfish, and then the giant freshwater stingray. From largest to smallest. Another Rapaima over here. Okay, so another Stetacanthus here. They're apparently quite common. Oh, the Stetacanthus is fighting the Spino, I think. Or, oh nope, it's it's fighting a Dimorphodon. Glorious. So let's see what's over on the shore here. We got some more Divines, race of magical beings, and then another Aura Seeker over here. Aura Seeker, my bad. Some Smilodon. We got another freshwater lake over here. More Rapaima, a crab. What's over here? I see fire. Oh. Yeah, these guys are called sulfur worms. Oh, Ravager's going in. And a Goliath about moving. Let's see how long this Goliath lasts. Yep, not very long. Oh, God. Okay, they must have been low on health, because sulfur worms normally don't take damage from anything. They're very, very tough. Well, mod Gallimimus, that's going to be removed. on, Triceratops. Alright, let's head back into the mountains now. Let's see here. We already went over the rivers quite a bit. Let's see what's over here. Another fire elemental. Just roosting up on the cliff sides. New Argentavis. I love these guys. They're my favorite new model, really. Okay, more divines. Oh, a Paragriff. Okay then. Makes sense. Oh, alright. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Okay, so Paragriffs. They're essentially kind of like the Griffin, except they aren't as quick and agile, but they are more powerful, basically. Not much else to them than that. These guys in the rock are Rugops. They're smaller and weaker than Carnotaurus, but are much, much quicker. They're the speed demons of the larger meat eaters. Anything down here, or besides the Haruku? Another Harpy. They're another race that's on the island. Oh, a Smilodon hunting a one that hasn't learned to fly yet. Oh, yep. Yeah. Here comes the cavalry. Yeah, that guy's stuck, so he's gonna die, basically. Oh, here we go. We got the strongest pterosaur on the island. The Pteranodon, as the name implies, it's a hybrid of Pteranodon Tapiara. They're found in selective places on the island. They're found on the offshore islands. They're found on the grassy plain areas. They're found on some beaches. They're found in some deserts. It really depends. They seem to like certain areas, but they don't exactly have a preference for what type of area, you know? So now, grasslands. Let's see what we can find out here. Mod Gallimimus. Nightmare Pegasus. Oh, one over here we have another race, the Centaurs. Which is simple. They're the very first race you can, like, befriend yourself. Aside from the mermaids, actually. The mermaids are first, but these guys are second. And then this is their domesticated animals, the Centaur Terror Bird. These guys are friendlier, they're more powerful, they can't glide, like the regular Terror Bird can. They're friendly, they don't bother you, you hand feed these guys to tame them. And they're omnivorous, they don't just eat meat, so they eat both plants and meat. They also hunt in packs now, as you can tell, but they live in like sophisticated groups and stuff, because alpha buff there. Oh, and that used to be an Acrocanthosaurus, but it got demolished by two Stegosaurs. Well, oop, Chimera here. Pretty straightforward, really. Let's just take a good look at this guy and then move on. Very strong predator. Not the strongest predator in its habitat, but certainly one of the more powerful ones. Oh, Brachiosaurus. Hello there. Definitely the tallest creature on the island. It's absolutely massive. With that very, very, very long neck. Beautiful. Oh, we found another acro, so we can finally get a good look at this guy. Okay, moving on. Oh, Torosaurus. Hello there. These guys spawned in. This is the last time I looked at this. So, yeah, Torosaurus. I mean, there's not a... sometimes there's not a lot to these guys besides what they look like, and you can basically tell from them. So, yeah. Mod galleys that are going to get removed. Mod Pteranodons that are going to get removed. Ooh, the king beetle. This guy is a larger relative of the giant dung beetles that live around the island. Except that these guys don't eat poop. They're just regular scavengers and stuff. Very big scavengers. You knock out tame these guys instead of passive feeding them, and they don't make fertilizer or anything. They're just big tank mounts. Ooh, Hesperosaurus. A relative of the Stegosaurus here. They're pretty similar as well, really. They're taking at similar levels of Stegosaurus. They have similar stats to Stegosaurus. I believe these guys do more damage than Stegosaurus, but are slower. But don't quote me on that, though. They certainly are slower than Stegosaurus. But, yeah. Now, I think we should head back towards some more mountains. As well as... let's get into the tundra area now, I think. Another Nightmare Pegasus. Oh, we found some Eotriceratops. These guys are sort of the same as the regular Triceratops, except that they don't really obviously they haven't. This was added before the TLC, but they don't really have the sibling rivalry buff or anything. They're more the gatherer type trike, basically. They're generally stronger than Triceratops, but not by much, really. Okay, so we've got some vultures, another king beetle. More harpies. Oh, Dodo Tyrannus. A smaller relative of the Dodo Rex, basically. Acts very much the same way. Being harassed by mod Pteranodons that are gonna go away. Let's see, anything down here? Aside from a Haruku. Oh, more Pterodactyls, another Dodo Tyrannus. Oh, found something new. Oh, two new creatures. We got the giant jaguar over here. Which is pretty neat. I like having these guys around. They're pretty cool. And then we also got the cave bear. Which is exactly what the name implies. It's the cave bear. It's not a dire bear. It's the cave bear. And then I noticed, aside from the RGs, there's also Macrochenia. We finally managed to, like, find this guy. I mentioned him earlier in the stream. But, yeah, here he is. Oh, an Indominus. An Indominus has spawned in. Nothing around for it to kill, though, really. Another fire elemental, more sulfur worms. These are sulfur worms, basically. I don't know if I said that before. But they are similar to rock elementals in that they're aggressive and they eat rocks, basically. And they are very tough. Not a lot of things can kill them. Okay, more Ravagers. More RGs. Okay, I think it's about time we went into the snow area. Let's see. Another Dralian. Yeah, time to go in. Let's see. Okay, so going in, we got another Dralian. Not that big of a surprise. They're all over the place. Oh, here's something. A Confuciusornis. These guys are very, very useful because they can basically incubate and care for babies for you. Basically. I mean, Tundra and the snow, I use them interchangeably. I don't know what the difference is. So. But yeah, these guys will incubate and care for babies for you. So, if you can manage to tame them, it's pretty cool. They build nests like this one right here. And they basically congregate in small flocks and stuff around them. It's pretty cool. Okay, so tons of different stuff here. We got the walrus. They basically hang out like the Kairuku do. They're pretty cool. They're one of my favorites of the snow biome. You don't need to delete your comments, by the way, Zandio. Come on now. And here's a origin dragon. Killing Glacialosaurs, they're called. They're the only prosauropods in ARK, period. Both added in through mods and default game. This thing's gonna go on a killing spree. I want to see how it ends. Oh, the Aura Seekers and Divines are getting involved. Only the 3 Divines are left. Oh, one down. Oh, 2 down. Oh, there we go. There goes the 3rd. These guys are found in the mountains and the snow, basically. Not the strongest thing in the tundra, I think, but it's definitely up there. You know, it might actually be the strongest. I'm not too sure. So let's see. Anything new? Over here is where sort of the mountains meets the tundra. So some mountain creatures spawn up here. Like, normally there wouldn't be stegos in the tundra. Nor is there would be reapers. Because, you know. Goliath there. They don't live in the snow either. They just sort of moved up from the mountains. More Haruku. Oh, this guy's flying. They don't usually fly. So I'm surprised why this guy's flying. I think he just hit water. That's why. More Glacialosaurs. Now let's go into the cave. Some dire wolves. Some Smilodon. More walruses. Oh, this Muldred. It's another race that lives on the island. These guys are aggressive, but you can, like, passive tame them carefully. Let's see. Anything else? Nothing else over here. Oh. Glacial Basilisk. It's a different species to the regular Basilisk that lives in the snow, basically. This guy attacks some walruses, and now he's gonna die from it. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I doubt it. This guy's one of the stronger predators. The Archies are so cool. But yeah, nothing's really gonna come out of this. Aside from the walruses dying. Dire Bear. Alright, moving on. Let's check out the rest of the outside. More sulfur worms. They come in a different color when they're in the tundra region. In the mountains, they are a reddish orange color, while in the snow they are blue. Oh, Dakota Raptor. And it's hunting a golden eagle. This is hella awkward. Alright, let's see. Who's gonna get the first hit here? I'm actually curious. Oh, yep, the golden eagle. Oh wait, no, the Dakota Raptor did. I think the golden eagle just lost interest and decided to fly off. But before he could, the Dakota Raptor initiate again. Oh, yep, the golden eagle's coming back in. He wants some. They're fighting in a very precarious spot. Oh, he got him. He got him. The golden eagle's done. Yeah, he's done. This is the biggest raptor on the island, by the way. Easily. There are several raptor species on the island, but this one's by far the largest. The fastest as well. He's very big and he's very quick. Yeah, there's a T-Rex. They don't fight each other for some reason. I mean, I know why, because ARK AI, but yeah. Let's see what else is around. Another Confuciusornis nest. Another Dodotyrannus. These guys live in the snow as well as the mountains. It's not surprised to see him here. Some woolly mammoths. Not the regular mammoths, the woolly ones. The actual woolly mammoth. Yeah, there are Deinonychus around, but I don't think they don't really spawn properly because on Ragnarok, because the jungle spawns are kind of borked. Here we got a glacier golem. Name is exactly what it implies. It's kind of like the rock elemental of the snow, basically. Just as mean as well. More sulfur worms. Another Dralion. What's this Dralion fighting? Oh, he just killed a bird. Oh, an owl. Great horned owl. These guys also live up here along with the golden eagle. Woolly rhinos. More Smilodon. Woolly mammoth. More Glacialosaurs. What's this direwolf after? Oh, I don't know. Whatever it was, he just ate it. So, is there snowy owls? No. Oh, there's a Quetzalcoatlus, and it dropped an egg. It dropped an egg, okay. What's this direwolf after? Or was after. Oh, he's after a Confuciusornis. One fell, but the rest are gonna get him. Or not. 2 of them are down for the count. 3 of them are down for the count. Oh god, what's fighting down there? I saw a mammoth die. Oh, couple of things actually. So we got a golden eagle, sulfur worms, brute wyvern. That's what that thing is. And Cryolophosaurus. These are Cryolophosaurus here. Yeah, the brute wyvern isn't gonna make it. It can't fight those things. Yeah. Oh, these guys are trying the woolly mammoth though, and they succeeded. They aren't really mean to other creatures. They are aggressive to people, but they aren't really aggressive to creatures. It's just that everything tries to kill them and fails miserably. Everything tries to eat them, but nothing can kill them. Except for Goliaths, and some of the really powerful things like the Origin Dragon. That's about it. Oh, the Ursai. This is basically a more powerful bear, basically. It's more powerful than the cave bear and the dire bear. Pretty cool. Okay, moving on. That leads to non-snow area. Gonna ignore that. Okay, there's another Dralion. Okay, so this is a Thorn Dreadweaver, I believe. It's a giant spider species that, instead of using webs, it sort of just runs after prey and has serrated legs that uses to slice stuff up. They're very nasty. They live in really hot and really cold areas. They don't really like an in-between kind of deal. And then over here's another Brute Wyvern. Fighting things that's gonna die from. That is basically the stream. Direwolves. Another Parasaurolophus. These guys live in the snow too. Just aren't really as common as the mountains and whatnot. Scorpion. Pulmonoscorpius. What's this? Oh, that was just a... Oh, a Beluosaurus. And it's fighting a Dralion. Yeah, rip. Okay, moving on. Woolly Rhino. Ice Golem. And I think that's everything in the tundra. There are a couple of species that live here, but they decided to not show themselves today. So, let's see here, one more scan around, I guess. Yeah, one of them was. A lot of these mods use various sounds from various sources, so don't be surprised if you recognize some. Alright, let's move on. I say right now, let's go to the volcano area, I guess. It's down over this way. But you know what, before that, let's check out this redwoods pine kind of area down here. Along with the mountainous region before it. There's also a bit of grasslands before the volcanic area. We'll check that out as well. So, yeah, there's a ton of beaver lakes around here. Sometimes they have other stuff, so I'm curious if we'll find something new around here. Oh, and there's also these plains over here. I forgot to take a look at these. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks big time. Oh, here's a new Hadrosaur. Orla Titan. Or is it Allura Titan? Hold on. Because I'm actually bothered right now. Let me see. Let me go to my list. Blank. Dinosaurs. Allura Titan. Okay. It's an L first, not an R. They're pretty neat. They hang out on the grasslands and stuff. Sometimes on the beaches too. So don't be surprised if you see them down there. More Galagarians. More centaurs. Where are these guys running from? Mod galleys. Seriously, where are they running from? Aura Seeker. You have Triceratops. Utahraptor there. This pack of them might have spooked them. Yeah, and they're gonna hunt this Nightmare Pegasus. Nightmare Pegasus aren't really that strong, and they try to fight back, so they end up dying a lot. Another King Beetle. Oh, here we go. Okay, so over here we have the Ironwood Ent. Giant trees, basically. These guys are very big and very strong, but also very, very slow. Now, the interesting thing with these guys is that, first of all, you tame them through poop and fertilizer, because they're trees, you know? And also, you can't really tame the fully grown ones. You gotta find baby ones and tame them. And they take ages to grow, so good luck raising one of these. Essentially. Let's see here. Anything else? Another Titan over here. Mod Packies, those are gonna get removed. Alright, let's head up into the mountains now, I think. Oh, another Macrochenia. King Beetle and Parasaurolophus. Oh, here's something new. The Tetzel Worm over here. This guy looks mean, but trust me, he is harmless. Completely harmless. Wait. Oh, and a Dinocrocuta, which is essentially a giant hyena. Oh. Yeah, this King Beetle's gonna die. They're pretty strong. Yeah, rip. They're more common in the deserts than they are in the grasslands, but they can still be found here. And in these Tetzel worms, they run away from danger. They don't attack anything. And they're very hard to tame for that reason. They're very skittish, and when they do start running, they run. And I do mean run. Will the Dinocrocuta attack him? Yes. Alright. See him in action. So fast. Once he's gone, he is gone. Yeah, he's out of there. So, yeah, this is the Orthros. A two-head dog dragon, basically. And I think he's gonna die. Let's see who wins this. Oh. Okay, never mind. The thing with Orthros is that while their other stats, well, majority of their stats are just eh. They aren't really that. They aren't amazing, but they aren't like weak either. Their attack power is immense. They are just all-out offense when it comes to their stats. It's all or nothing with them. Okay, moving on. We got some more grassland area over here. Carno, Parasaurs, more centaurs. Another Acrocanthosaurus hanging around. Another Brachiosaur. Alright, so back near the mountains. What do we find around here? Parasaurs. Moving on. What's around here? More Brontosaurs. Mod Packies that are gonna get removed. Oh, Windstorm. That's the thing with Ragnarok. Reaper. Tyrannosaurs. Dimorphodon. Let's take a look at the cliff sides. They like go straight down towards the water, the ocean. Let's see what we can find around here. Mod Pteranodons. Anything new? More sulfur worms. Oh, a rock drake next. A rock drake next. With this mod, the rock drake spawn in pairs, and a lot of the time they got a nest that they protect. So, yeah. Impellosaurus. Fire Elemental. A pack of Allosaurs. My Smilodon gonna get removed. More Centaurs. A badly wounded Brontosaurus. I have no idea what happened to this poor guy, but yeah. Alright, time to move on, I think. Let's see here. We got a bit of grasslands just before the volcanic area, and then we got the volcanic area. You can see the the fumes from the volcano over here. Some Ravagers down there. Is it Redwood time? Redwood time will happen after this, okay? After the volcano. So let's see, we got a little bit of mountains over here. Yeah, there's the Fire Elemental. And then you got grasslands. We got the Triceratops horridus back again. More Torosaurus. Okay, it's the best looking it can be. It's just poor conditions because of the windstorm. Got some Torosaurus. Some JP Yankees that are going to get moved. Mod Yankees. Anything else before we... anything interesting? Oh, there's also one more bit of mountains. Before the volcanic area. Oh, and here we go. Paleoloxodon. One of the strongest and most temperamental mammals on the island. On the grasslands like this, they live by themselves, while in the deserts, they live in herds. And these guys are very, very moody and dangerous. Are you thinking of playing Jurassic World Evolution? Yeah, it seems like a cool game. They may be herbivores, but these guys do not play around. They're one of the last mammalian tames you can get. And they are very, very strong, and they are very, very dangerous. They don't care. They'll chase you down to the ends of the earth. Alright, so there's this falls area between the volcanic area and the mountainside. So I'm wondering if I can take a look at this. More Galagarians and their direwolves. Here's what a Brachiosaurus looks like when it's not getting murdered. Essentially, take a cross between a Rex and Anki, and that's essentially what this guy, in terms of looks and usefulness, is, basically. But yeah, it looks like there's nothing else around, so I'm gonna actually move into the volcano now. This is where some of the most dangerous stuff spawns. Open an Acro, I guess. Oh, and here's our first sighting of a Megaraptor. Megaraptor, pretty cool. These guys are normally found in the plains area, but a lot of the plains creatures wander into the volcanic area, so yeah. So our first thing that we see here is an Origin Manticore over here. These guys don't really fly. They don't really use their wings all that much, but they still are pretty dangerous regardless. They can release like a poisonous cloud from their mane, and they got that poisonous stinger, their claws and their teeth and all that. And right here, this is the only nice thing that exists in the volcano area, the salamanders. You can also find these guys on the beach, but they're quite rare on the beach. And yeah, these guys are friendly. They won't hurt a fly. They're just cute little flying lizards with fire tails. And over here we have a Morales Uteranus, which is absolutely insane. Bug barbecue. Yeah, I love these guys personally. It's a fire-breathing dinosaur. What's not to like about that? Really. Let's see here. What else? Anything within eye shot? Besides a mantis? No. Is this guy after anything? No, he's just minding his own business. More mantis. Oh, here we go. Here's the king of the volcanic area. Or one of the kings, anyway. Besides some of the bosses that spawn around here, but that's besides the point. We got the Balrog. Another thing about this is, while he looks really, really mean, he's actually friendly. He doesn't bother you. But he is very, very strong. He eats the sulfur that hangs out in the area, and everything tries to hunt him. But, yeah. And then over here we got Withered. They're basically undead zombies. There's not really much to them. You can, like, tame these guys by, like, creating them in a special alchemy table. And you have to kill them in order to do that. Oh, Graviorex up there. Yeah, Graviorex don't just live in the Yeah, these guys are gonna die. Nothing can kill a Bullrog. Nothing can. Damn. Yeah. Graviorex up there. Fire Elemental. Arthropleura. Macroarchenia, what are you doing here? This isn't your place to be, man. Oh! And over here, these are some guys in the grassland here. We got some Apatosaurus. They're similar to the Diplodocus, except that they actually do damage and are much bigger and beefier, kinda. So, yeah, what's over here? Another salamander. And these are Venators. Hey, Adrian. These guys are similar to Reapers. Except that, well, without some of their usual kinks. These guys are pack hunters with an alpha. Let me see, which one has the alpha buff? I think the red one does. Oh, I know this guy does. This is the alpha right here. They're pack hunters. They're smaller and weaker than their Reaper counterparts, and they're knockout tames. You don't have to impregnate yourself in order to get one of them. Is this another pack up here? Yes, they are. Oh, yep, this salamander's in a world of trouble. Devil Joe itself, not quite, I don't think. Am I wrong, Shedless? Oh, another pack over here. Let's see here. Anything else? Let's head down to the beach. I never really... Volcanic beach, anyway. Another Morales Uteranus. Hanging out. There are a lot of Monster Hunter-inspired creatures in Pyria. There is the... I mean, there's this guy. The Brute Wyvern that we saw before is based off the Tigrex, basically. And then there's also a couple of other ones, which we'll probably run into at some point. Alright, here's another Morales. There's a Brute Wyvern back there, along with the Graviorex. Fire Elemental. Think you guys just had an update for this? Yeah. The mod updates pretty frequently. Alright, nothing else really important over here. Let's head back up the mountain. Okay. Mantis, Balrog. Some Argentavis. Okay, so we're actually at the volcano now. Alright, so this is a Hellkite. Which is essentially a zombie wyvern, essentially. Although these guys look nasty, they are by no means the top predator around here. I've seen Morales Uteranus and various other animals kill these guys all the time. They're not exactly the top of the food chain around here. A lot of things hunt these guys. Another Morales Uteranus over here. Oh. And here we got the Dark Race, I think. Yeah. They're sort of the inverse of the Divines that we've seen before. And this is their domesticated creature. The Dark Mana Reaper. The Dark Mana Reaper, if you guys didn't hear that. Well, the drones anyway. The drones are their domesticated counterparts. There is also the Queen, which is a boss. And she is like one of the hardest bosses in the game, as a matter of fact. Probably even harder than most of the bosses that are in the arenas. You'll know her when you see her. She is huge. And very, very mean. Oh, here's the Infernal Basilisk, which is... It's sort of like a similar vein to the Glacial Basilisk. It's a completely separate species. Which means that technically there's a basilisk trio now, which I think is pretty cool. The glacial basilisk, it lives in the tundra areas and shoots icicles out of its mouth, while this guy, he lives in the hotter environments. Not exactly always volcanic areas, although he is found here. And he also, this guy shoots explosive crystals out of his mouth that set things on fire. It's pretty insane. Mantis. I'm not gonna spawn, and that's not the point of this. More fire elementals. Another origin manticore. Oh, here's another Morales Tyrannus. Another Graviorex. You know what? Fine, I'm gonna spawn her. Hold on. Argent Dragon, hanging out around here. It's not like it's unnatural anyway. She lives in this environment anyway, so. Let's see here. I'm gonna get the spawn code real quick. I'm gonna spawn over by the volcano just so there's some level of control. Okay. So let's see here. Let me get the spawn code real fast. Spawn codes. Oh wait. Yeah, Shadlows, you haven't exactly updated it since the addition of the Morales Tyrannus, which was like decades ago. So can you tell me what the spawn code is right now, please? Okay, okay, so modded the Ghost Argentavis are bugged, so that I have to get rid of. So yeah, because of the apparently they didn't fare well with the TLC, basically. Yeah, I got hit with a big snowstorm too, actually. Apparently it's all over. Like, I heard of somebody from, yeah, I got a friend from Germany who just got hit with a snowstorm on the same day too. This just seems to be the day of the reckoning for some reason. Okay. Alright. Here's the boss. That's the queen. And it summons Dark Mana Seekers, which are the same as Aura Seekers, except that these guys are mean, and they feast on dark mana instead of light mana, basically. So yeah, these are what the Dark Mana Seekers look like. They're only found around the Queen, so yeah. This is the most powerful boss in the mod, I think, essentially. In all of modded in general. I think the only exception is Godzilla ARK, which is included in this mod pack, but nothing really, like, natural is with him, so he's not in this. So let's move on. We got the Wyvern Trench. I'm just going to move down the bottom of it, just to see what I can find that died. Yeah, there's an Origin Dragon that got fried. Because usually some things end up falling victim to the lava at the bottom here. Even wyverns, they end up dying from the stuff at the bottom. Okay, guess not. Time to go into the redwoods. let's see here. Thing is, this little stretch of redwoods doesn't really get into the main meat of it until a good while before. More centaurs. Oh, well, yeah, I'm gonna say it now because the basal goose style wyvern is only found in the volcanic area and the snowy region, and we didn't see in either of those. But yeah, there's a species of wyvern that has a bunch of explosive crystals that grow under its body, and it just lets them off and detonates them, essentially, after a short time. Another rock drake. Let's see what else is around here. Parasaurolophus, Torvosaurus. These guys live in the redwoods. Sorry guys, the basal goose wyvern didn't want to make itself known today. The official name is the Eldritch Hailfire wyvern, but... Oh, damn, okay. I didn't expect to see this guy around, but we found him. This is the Cadaverex. These guys are most common in Aberration, but they can be found elsewhere. This guy's just gonna kill everything. Okay, he finally calmed down for a little bit. But yeah, this guy is really fast and really aggressive and really strong, basically. What's he after? Oh, no. Those things he's murdering are Siberians, by the way. They're a race of saber-toothed cat people, basically. Rip. Hey, fellow hammer main. Another JP, another mod trike. Gallimimus. A mod T-Rex, gonna ignore that. Oh, here's another new animal. The Brontornis. These guys are sort of in a similar vein to the centaur terror birds, except that they aren't domesticated at all. They're much more powerful than the regular terror birds, but they can't really glide or anything. Great horned owl, they're found here, not just in the snowlands as well. Another Orthros, fighting a centaur terror bird. And a regular centaur. Rip. Oh, okay. Oh, Bantu. It's a type of chameleon monster, basically. Yeah, I use the hammer. And if I need a tail or something, then I'm using the insect glaive. It's like my second go-to. Oh, there's a second Bantu. Monster Hunter World. I'm freaking waiting for it to come out on PC. What is this? Oh, it's a Tatzel worm. It's slowed down because of the bleed, so it can't escape. Well. Oh, and this is a blue one. I did not expect that, honestly. Nice color. Another Megaraptor. Just showing the proper lighting. Okay, I think we're nearing the end of the redwoods now. Oh, a baby ironwood. So yeah, this is what the babies look like. If you hear something, if you hear one, like one really loud, but it's obviously you can't really see one, then it's a baby. Because you can't really miss the adult ones. Another Ursai. Centaurs. Terror bird. Confuciusornis. Oh, Hellkite. They aren't just found in the volcanic areas, they're found here too. And yeah, they can grab creatures. Like that. That's something else I forgot to note about them. They aren't really that strong, but they can pick you up, so you gotta be careful with that. Oh, this is the Tarrasque over here. Which are giant, godforsaken looking monsters that you... Within that little envelope, each of those lobes inside them has 1,000,000 spikes. As well as the head and face, essentially. And they shoot them out to attack things. Mod Spino, that's gonna be removed. Another baby ant, I'm guessing. Yeah, he's in that bush somewhere. Another Hellkite carrying a Pteranodon. I wonder, there's usually at least one phoenix that spawns around here. I'm wondering if I can find him. Oh, it's probably Archaeopteryx, right? Yeah. Orthros. Oh, here's something. The Chimera. There's 3 different types. There's the Scarlet, which is red and has fire. There's this guy, the Amur, which is orange and uses electricity. While there's the Shadow, which is black and it also has a Frenzy Cloud, which essentially makes everything in the area pissed off at each other. It creates these giant, like, random bloodbaths and mosh pits and stuff. Is Spoon on? Probably. She's not here in the stream, but she's probably here, while you ask. She's not here in the stream, but she's probably around. Oh, hey, Sagasol. How you doing? You just show up, or did you just show up, or do you decide to just start talking? Golden Eagle over here. Okay, I think that's enough of the redwoods. Let's head on out. Quite a bit, actually. We explored the beaches, the mountains, the snowy areas, the volcano, grasslands. We just finished up the redwoods. Alright, let me speed up time. Because, you know, it's going to take forever to get back to where we want to be. Alright, so this area seems like a good place to start. Let's see. Where to next? We're gonna start doing a general thing. We're gonna check out some more grassland areas. And then we're gonna start heading towards the desert, essentially. What's making that noise? What's inside the rock? A little Smilodon. Okay. Rock Drake. Climbing around the walls. Got the Rotten Veil theme in the background. I love the soundtrack. Griffin. Orthros. Stegosaurus. And Parasaurolophus over there. The giant sauropod. What, anything else around here? Yeah, the rock drakes. The modded ones that I'm on spawn in the mountains, and Ragnarok consists of a lot of mountains, essentially. And it also doesn't help that the Pyria mod, which adds all the mythical creatures, also added in rock drakes to the redwoods. So that's why they were there as well. Acros, and they're fighting and he's fighting the trikes. I wonder how the trikes do against big predators, so I'm gonna see how Acro does against them. Yeah, not enough to save them, apparently. Aw. Torosaurus there. Hanging out. Hesperosaurus. Gallimimus. Yeah, Bleed is a very strong debuff. It's very, very strong. And also around here, I'm surprised we haven't seen a Giga yet. Gigas are sort of nomadic on Ragnarok. They don't really hang around one place. But if there's a big and open space, there's probably one hanging around somewhere. So I'm curious. Okay, Tyrannosaurus. Macrauchenia. I wonder if the Macrauchenia will outrun this guy. I'm curious. Nope. Rip. Nightmare Pegasus. Over there. Yeah, rip. Yeah, ARK is ridiculous. I'm sorry, but they really need to compress that shit. 100 gigs, really? Harpies. Flying around. Oh, yeah. I forgot to post this in the Discord, but I made a dossier for the Macrauchenia and the mod that's in. And I said that it shimmies away from enemies instead of runs. And as a result, it's pretty much a joke among the island survivors. If the doe didn't exist, it'd probably be the most mocked creature on the island. And that's me sort of taking a shot at the mod dev, because he chose the Parasaurolophus of all things to make the Macrauchenia base. And as a result, the animations look really, really stupid. Oh, the Acro's trying some Apatosaurus. I'm curious how he does against them. Because these guys are actually pretty strong and do damage. So I'm curious. Yeah, the Apatosaurs, they're essentially Diplodocus, except they're bigger, much more chunkier, and they're actually powerful and do damage. So, yeah. And these guys you passive tame. You don't try and tame them like the Diplos. So. These guys apparently have a shitload of health as well, because that Acro was chewing on that guy for a good while and he only came out with like a bit of scratches. So. I wonder if he'll actually succeed or if he'll die. It depends. Diplo, you had the option to passive tame it, but it's easier to just trank it because Blimmin. Because they're stupid and stuff. But these guys, they don't go aggro on you, so you can just passive tame them. There's no reason to trank them at all. Oh, it looks like the Acro's actually going to kill this one. Yeah, he's done. Alright, we're gonna leave that behind. Pteranodon over here. They're found in the mountains area, hence why he's over here and not the grasslands, but I don't know, he might or may not get involved. It depends on how close they get. That goes any take, I guess, if you want to see it that way. Okay, so we got a bunch of harpies over here. Alright, so now we're moving down a bit. Aura Seeker. A couple of Aura Seekers, actually. Divines over here. Brachiosaurus. More Torosaurus. Beavers, or Castroides as they're called. Torosaurus, beavers. Oh, this is our first sighting of Velociraptors. They're vicious pack hunters, man. Vicious. Better run oh, the Parasaur's, like, propel thing worked. On one of them, anyway. But the rest didn't do it in time. They don't live in the same areas, though. Thing is shed, so I never really thought of it. Alright, let's move on. Some Gelogarians and their direwolves over here. I like how they also come in different colors. Like, you got some red ones, some green ones, got some blue ones, purple. Pterodactyls. Graviorex, Carcharodontosaurus. Allosaurus over there. A rock dracoid's nest over here. I'm gonna up the music a bit. Let's see here. Do do da 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 da. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, purple. Here's a Rugops that's not stuck in the floor. They're much smaller than Carnos and much weaker, but they do run very, very fast, basically. Oh, okay, so here's one of the big dudes. The Meramorph. Over here. Although they're pretty scary looking, these guys are friendly. They don't bother you. Alright, Adrian. And then over here, we got the, yeah, these guys eat rocks. They're geovores, so they don't really bother people. But don't piss them off, because they are very, very strong. They're one of the hardest teams in the game. Some Ravagers. What's this? Oh, Dimorphodon. Okay, there's a bit of more redwood over here, so I'm curious as to what's over here. Eotriceratops. Megalosaurus. Some centaurs and their terror bird group. Ursi. A baby tree. Orthros. Okay, nothing new. Owl. Alright, so let's move down towards the beach area, I suppose. Ampelosaurus there. Oh, here's something new. Sopranotitan. He's really dumb, but he exists, so. Okay, let's see here. More harpies. Brute wyvern over here. Alright, time to head down. Time to head down towards the beach area over here. The Rotten Vale theme is one of the best themes in the Monster Hunter soundtrack. Monster Hunter World soundtrack, anyway. It's right up there with Forest Hills and Desert Island, in my opinion. Easily. In terms of area themes, it's one of the best. Some mod Dilophosaurs that are getting removed. Dilos, Dodus. Giant lizards over here. These guys are gonna get wrecked. Or not, I don't know what they're doing. Forest Seekers, Divines. Okay, nothing new. So let's head over back towards the mountainous region over here. I'm talking about individual area themes. Forests, I mean, Frozen Seaway, meh. I never really found it that interesting. Oh, here's more river, actually. There are very few selective river regions on the island, so I want to get a good look at them while I can. Giant crab. Sethacanthus. Okay, what else is over here? We have a mod Dinosuchus. There's two versions of Dinosuchus basically, and this is the one I'm gonna replace with the other one. Because it's obvious which one is the better of the two. Come on now. Oh, here's something new. Brachiosaurus. And he's stuck standing upright. What's he doing? Come on, there's some Rapaima you can eat. But yeah, here he is. Oh, there we go. You breaking free? You breaking free. Okay. But yeah, these guys live in fresh water. And when you tame these guys, they can jump out of the water. Yeah, the Deinonychus, it's kind of borked on Ragnarok. I'm gonna have to fix that when I set up a server and everything. Okay, what else over here? Oh, Alpha Wyvern. Alright, that's all of them here. Okay, so it's time to head back into the mountains. Fire Elemental over here. Ravagers. Some Argentavis and some... Wait a minute. Okay, just Argentavis. I thought there was more, but apparently not. Bluosaurus. Okay, nothing yet. Argentavis. Cave Bear. Giant Jaguar. Ructrix. Anything new before we head into the desert. This is the last stop before the desert, guys. So... Harpies. Haruku. Dralian. Rugops. Over there. More rock drakes. Kylosaurus. More Argentavis. Oh, and Indominus. And it's fighting some Indoraptors. Okay, that was a goddamn movie pose right there. Okay. Paragraph off in the background. Megalania. This is like one of the only spots on the island you can find the Megalania, so. Paragraph over here. Okay, so we got everything over here. We got some Divines, Aura Seekers, Pterodactyls, and Impellosaurus. Oh, Rex spawned just now. I have no idea what that was, okay. Yeah, the bleed debuff goes so nuts on some creatures. Anything else around here? Oh, there's gotta be something. Something new, something big. Dodotyrannus. Pterodactyls. Pulmonoscorpius. Carcharodontosaurus over there. Oh, nothing. Alright, time to... Yeah, Drellian. Time to head to the Redwoods, guys. Not the Redwoods, what am I saying? The desert. So there we go, across the sea, basically. Across the short bay, anyway. Let's see what we find here. We'll find some of the same stuff as in other areas, but we'll also find some new things. There's some Relatops. Giant giraffes. Hanging out over here. Best TLC dino? In terms of usefulness or looks. Argentavis is definitely the best looking, but the Brachiosaurus is probably what needed it the most, really. Out of all of them. Giant giraffes. Over here. Pretty nice. Argentavis is the sexiest looking, but I think the Brachiosaurus needed it the most. The Argentavis, the T-Rex, the Triceratops, the Raptor, the Direwolf, none of them really needed a TLC. They were perfectly fine the way they were. Oh, here's a new raptor species. We haven't seen any new raptors besides the Dakota Raptor and the Velociraptor. So here's another one, the Aquilobator. Pretty cool. Megaraptor over here. There's another type of Pteranodon. They're kind of found in just certain random places. There isn't really any consistency. Terrorbirds. Nightmare Pegasus again. Smilodon there. I wonder, what happens if we, like, go through one of these, like, ravine type areas? What's down here? Oh, thorny dragons killing a umbrella tops. Nothing new. Dire wolves, horses. Oh, here's something new. The drinker. They're similar to the Pegamastax, obviously. They got the same model and stuff. But they're much bigger, and they don't really steal things. They're just sort of, like, angry at the world. Oh, here's a herd of Paleoloxodon over here. One is bad enough, let alone a group of them. More giraffes over that way. Oh, here's something new. It's a Rambe. A Rambe. Obviously the name is a joke on Harambe. I didn't even mean to make that reference, but I did. It's essentially like a, you know, for the most part, with the exception of the broodmother, there's some species on the island that's sort of like a tiny boss they can tame. The species is literally called Rambe, okay? But regardless. Yeah, these guys don't bother anyone. They're literally giant gorillas. Oh, I accidentally hit the mic. They're just giant gorillas, basically. They're herbivores. They don't hunt anything. They mind their own business. And they just only attack when you attack them, basically. Okay, anything new? Well, let's head back through this area and just see if there's anything different. This rocky area. No, Didacurus. More giraffes. Shadows. Okay, nothing new. Let's head back. More centaurs. Oh, this is a new species, actually. Hold on. The fire pike thorny dragon. It's a domesticated species of thorny dragon. Only the divines and centaurs that live in the deserts have these guys. They're much bigger than the regular thorny dragons, much stronger, and they got fire abilities. Like, they can sort of set themselves on fire to protect themselves, and they can also shoot coils that are coated in fire. So, hey Zandia Wolf, how you doing? Another Pteranodon over there. The fire pikes are also friendly. They don't attack anything. Giant bison over here. These guys live in the tundra too. We just didn't see any. And they're exactly what they look like, essentially. You can either tame these guys for a pretty cool battle mount, or you can, like, farm them for mutton and stuff, because they drop mutton like sheep do. Another herd of Paleoloxodon, more giant giraffes. Another Procoptodon over there. Oh, here's something new. Brachiosaurus. It's a small, speedy tyrannosaur that causes bleed. And it also has a roar that can stun things. So if you're riding on something, you gotta be careful, because it can knock you off. But yeah, it's not that strong, so two ankylosaurs took care of it. Another Orthros. Alright, that's it for this area. Time to head into, like, the more mountainous areas of the desert. Another Pteranodon. Oh, a Pelovia. Oh, Pelovia's gonna die. Watch. Yeah, you don't screw around with these things. You just don't. That death roll they have can annihilate you in a second. Alright, so we're moving up into the mountains now. Thorny dragons, vultures. A reaper, a rock drake, a moth, Dralian, origin dragon over here. Bluosaurus over there. What about over here? Another Dralian, Bluosaurus, Carnotaurus. I haven't seen them in a while. Another origin dragon. Impellosaurus over here. Indominus. Oh yeah, so this is where some of the jungle creatures spawn. So we'll find some things that aren't really meant to be here. So here we got the Indominus. A pack of Dinocrocuta. They're more common in the desert, so yeah. At least I know that there's a borked up. Here's Deinonychus. You guys are asking for it. and it's dead. But yeah, it's not meant to be found over here, but Ragnarok's buggy with those spawns, so yeah. Arthropleura. Here's some new other jungle creatures. We got the Gorgonopsid and the Andrewsarchus over here. I'm so glad the Gorgonopsid made it into a mod. It's like the one creature that got the shit end of the stick when it comes to getting added to ARK. It was going to, but then they backed out on it. Another Acrocanthosaurus over here. Oh, Tarask, also hanging out around. Daeodon too. What's this guy after? Oh, Daeodon. Okay. Another Indom just killed an Andrewsarchus. Oh, here's a Deinonychus. How high level is this thorny dragon? Jesus. There we go. So yeah, this is what the Deinonychus looks like. Yeah, he's gonna get into... They fight everything, so... Yeah. Leo. Tapehirandons are most common near the water area over here, so don't be surprised if we see a shitload of them once we go by the water. Anything else before we head down to the water area? Horse. Okay, we're heading back over here. There's a Reaper. Giant giraffes. Okay, time to head down, I think. Down towards the Oasis region. And this is where I'm going to have my Basilisk thing on standby again. Because it also applies here for some freaking reason. But yeah, Tapehirandons love this place. They absolutely do. They're all over the place here. Cypress Dwarf Hippo that's about to get killed by a Ravager. Yeah, rip. More drinkers. What about on the ruins? Thing is, you know there are Ostroraptors, which, hold on. I know I already talked about this earlier in the stream, but we're away from the beaches now. So I can't exactly go back there and get a reference. But if we move along here, we should see one. Yeah, there's Atrociraptors there, so there should be, yep, here's an Ostroraptor. So in the additional creatures mod, which these guys are from, there are certain creatures called deviants. If you're a Monster Hunter fan, you'll recognize that. And essentially, there's different variants. There's a special variant when it comes to certain species. And Ostroraptor has one, which is essentially red, and it drop kicks everything completely. Yeah, there's Tapeyaras in the actual game, but they're Tapehirandons. That's a hybrid of Pteranodon and Tapeyara. But essentially, the Furious Ostroraptor, which is what the deviant's called, they're bigger, they're red, and while these Ostroraptors are friendly, they won't bother you. Furious Ostroraptors, they don't tolerate anything on their beach. Nothing. Not even other Ostroraptors. They just drop kick everything until it's knocked out and or dead. One of the two. They don't care. So let's move on back to the Oasis. Alright, so here's a powerful bug. We got the Rika. This is because we're on the edge of the dunes, and this is where when it comes to Scorched Earth, all the bad stuff is in the dunes, basically. Yeah, Basilisk, get the hell out of here, thank you. So let's see here. Let's check out this for a bit before we head out into the dunes. And that will be our final destination, I think. Noxalia has returned. They're normally found in the swamp, but they can be found here too. Picking on a Bulldog. Run, Bulldog. Run for it. Oh, he's trying to go after the glow bugs, but nothing can really kill them. Oh, but the Ravagers are gonna get him now. Yep. Yeah, the Aberration Port mod that I got, it's gonna get replaced in a week, because my Bud's Javelos is making one that actually bloomin' works. But the Aberration Port mod that I have has a lot of problems. One of the biggest ones is that it overspawns basilisks like hell. So, I gotta keep on, like, making sure they don't, whatever. Lystrosaurus there. Yeah, I think it's time to go into the dunes, guys. Our final destination. There's a lot of stuff out here. We got the Rikas, which are giant pack-hunting mantis creatures. They're absolutely monstrous. Nothing else more to them besides what I just said, really. They're strong, they're powerful. They're a very angry creature. They're hard to get. King Beetle there. We saw a spink of a death worm before it's pooped on the ground. And here, this is either an Infernal Basilisk or a regular Basilisk. I can't tell. Let's spawn some bait to get it to come out. Okay, it's a regular Basilisk. It's not an Infernal one. Oh, that's a regular Titanosaur. I don't know what it is about Ragnarok, but when Titanosaurs spawn in, it's always from like 50,000 feet in the air. Always. There's some more Rika. King Beetle. Oh, here's something new. The Wanderer Carcanos. These are a species of giant crab that have essentially gone completely terrestrial and have essentially augmented their bodies with armor of bones. Like, this guy chose all of his pincers to have Rex skulls for extra offense, and he also got one on his back as a shell. As well as what it seems like rib cages on his legs to protect them, it seems. I think this is my favorite creature in the Paria mod, actually, because it's so, like... I think it's just so creative, in general. A creature augmenting itself... A crab, of all things. Augmenting itself with the bones of fallen creatures. I think it's pretty cool. There's a Goliath there. They also spawn in the dunes. Oh, here's something new. The rock. Oh wait, no, that's not the rock. Well, I jumped. I spoke too soon, but this is what I'm talking about. Hellkites are prey for a lot of creatures, including the Goliath. We should see a rock. They're not that rare out here. Another deathworm. And Parasaurolophus, they can be found out here too. Alright, let's check this guy out. What are you? Are you a regular basilisk or an infernal basilisk? I think it's a regular one, considering there's no red on it. Yeah, I'm assuming it's a regular basilisk. Let's see, nothing crazy has been found out here yet, besides Rika. An Argent Manticore there. Oh, here's a boss. This is our first actual found boss besides the Dark Mana Reaper Queen. This is the Lich. These guys are insane. I think what I'm gonna have to do is, because I'm not too sure these Ravagers will actually attack this thing. I don't think they're going to. Let me spawn in a Deinonychus, because these guys will attack anything. Wait, no. I want to spawn something that's found around here, just so it's somewhat natural. So that'd be a... What would attack this thing? You know what? A Rex. Summon... Rex character. Please attack it, not the Ravagers. Yep, there we go. And it's been initiated. This is what this guy can do. He has his own undead army. Of Hellkites and Withered. We've seen both those before. But there's also something new. These guys can be found in the Redwoods. We just weren't lucky enough to see one. It's the Kersu, which are very, very disgusting. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah. Alright, anything else? Let's see. I want to test every single basilisk we find, just to see if it's a regular basilisk or an infernal one. The amount of dodos I'm sacrificing to the snake gods. That's an infernal, I think. Oh no, it's a regular one. Okay. It just got the red coloration. Oh, here's something new. The Hydra. It's big and slow, but it's very, very powerful. There's nothing around here for it to kill, really. Oh, if it sees this Hellkite, though, it's gonna go after it. But it's not close enough. Oh, there's another Lich over there. Oh. Yeah. Okay, it didn't really work because of, well, summon Mantis character. B underscore. No, too close. There we go. Fire breath? Also explosive fire breath. Yeah. There we go. Hydras are normally found in the mountains areas as well as the dunes. We just haven't found it in the mountains yet, so. There. Mantis. Another Lich. Another Wanderer Carcanos. Origin Dragon. I think we're reaching the end of the line. What are you? Yeah, it looks like a regular basilisk to me. Yeah. Okay, moving on. What about you? I like how I'm just going door to door feeding basilisk dodos and asking what species they are. This could be an infernal one. The colors match. Okay, hold on. I gotta do one a bit farther away. Okay, really? Come on. Is that too far away? I think it is. Come on, how much do I have to feed you? Yeah, it's a regular basilisk. Okay. Oh, that's a ghost giga. That's gonna be replaced with a regular giga, because gigas aren't really common enough. So... a couple of thorn dreadweavers. The last time we saw one of these was in the tundra. So as I was saying, they like to live in both extremes. The extreme heat and the extreme cold. Like, oh, a Wanderer Carcanos versus a King Beetle. King Beetles aren't really that strong, so I think it's gonna get eaten. Oh, it's about to go after the snakes. Off screen. Oh, yep, the snake just got demolished. Yeah. Oh, here's a rock. We found our first one. It's essentially a vulture wyvern. Essentially. Ain't an origin dragon. A Wanderer Carcanos going after an Impellosaurus. That's gonna take forever. Okay, we found another basilisk. What species are you, my friend? I think you're a regular one. Yeah, you're a regular one. What about you? Too far away? Okay, here's another one. That can't be far. That can't be far enough away. There we go. Yeah, you're a regular one. At least I think so. Yeah, regular one. Hellkite, Rika. Another pack of Venators. They're found out here as well. They're just hanging around. Another Thorn Dreadweaver. And I think that's going to be in the stream in a moment. Okay, I think I'm going to explore this little Badlands type area and I'm going to call it. Got some Goliaths over here. Hellkite. Yep, I think that's it. So yeah, guys, I'm just going to keep looking around. But I'm just going to say now, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It was a fun ride. 2 hours. I didn't really expect it to be that long, but 2.5 actually. Well. But yeah. This island is nuts, so yeah. I hope you all enjoyed the stream, guys. I'm gonna spend the rest of my day working on a realism server, so I hope you all enjoy this, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Yep, that's everything. That's everything.